Hi, I'm Megan Levin. I wanted to share 3 different activities or ideas with just the parents today. So the first activity is a scavenger hunt, which a lot of you have probably seen some of this stuff online already. If your child is older, like 4 or 5 or some, 3.5-year-olds, you could probably just write it down on a piece of paper and help them along and show them, go on a scavenger hunt outside for, butterflies, sticks, flowers, things like that. But for some of the younger kids, that's a little bit too complex for them to do. So this one includes a lot of pictures. Anything that you can make visual is going to be easier for them to follow along. So I took a picture of some new items that my son hadn't seen yet that I kind of had just hanging around the house. I had a little ladybug container, and actually this was the last one, and inside of it there was a cookie for him as like a little surprise. I had probably about 10 pictures altogether: an ear of corn, a little egg that looked like a baseball. So what I did was I just taped these near the area where they were hidden. If I had just given these to him and tried to help him, he would have been lost for a while. So the pictures were taped kind of around the area, and I'd say, oh, let's look behind the picture and see where we could find it. So that kept him busy for a while and was kind of fun, got him up and moving and, kind of thinking and asking questions. So that's the first little activity. My son is, again, 2 years old. You could do that with, toddler age and a little bit older. So another activity I wanted to share is something using that storage container again. I used it last time for moon sand, and this time I put some different beans in it. And this is a pretty simple activity. You might have rice or beans at home already, and then if you're feeling brave, you could later on use it to cook. So inside here I have like a little plastic container. Kids at this age really love scooping, filling things up, emptying them out. If you have an ice tray, that would be fun for them to empty out the beans into. Some little device that I think belonged to a garlic press, an ice cream scoop, a spoon. You could switch it out and put whatever you can find in the kitchen that is safe for them. You could put in here. So my son, again, he's 2.5, and he can do this if I'm watching. He'll, ask if he can eat it, and I'll say no, and he might try. I would say 2 and up, and, use your best judgment if you think your child is a little bit younger, but if you're right there next to them and would be okay using something like this without eating it, then it would, I would say it's safe to try if you're right there. Another idea of something that might be helpful right now is you might be starting to see that your child is having difficulty maybe regulating their emotions. They might be feeling a little bit out of control. They haven't been in school for a few weeks. It's a little bit confusing and frustrating for them, and you might be noticing some of those changes for them. Something you could do to help them is to make a little schedule. And for our younger ones who aren't reading, of course, pictures is going to be a really great way to help them see what's happening for the day. I really love to take pictures of things. I like to send it off to Walgreens. You could send it in to somewhere and have it shipped back to you, Shutterfly, or print them out on the computer. So I would maybe take a picture of some of the different activities you were going to be doing for the day. Maybe in the morning you guys have breakfast, and then the next activity might be, take a picture of their toys. It might be some indoor, playing. Maybe take a picture of your pool if that's what you have next planned for the day, or just like outside of, your yard, your garden, and then maybe lunch, snack time, nap time. For your younger kids, I wouldn't do more than like 4 or 5 pictures. Because it's too many different things going on, and it's too much for them to handle. So in the morning when they wake up, you'll have 4 or 5 pictures posted, maybe like in order, one below the other, and say, okay, so this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna have breakfast, and then we're gonna play, we're gonna go outside, and then we'll have snack, and then we're gonna read some books, and then it'll be nap time. When they wake up from nap time, you could put up another 4 or 5 pictures of what's going to be going on for the rest of your day. Structure and routine at a time like this, when things are kind of a little bit all over the place, might really help. After a week or so, you might see that they're a little bit calmer. knowing what's coming next and what to expect. I know this is something that I'm planning on getting up and started with my son really soon, and I think that's going to help him. So I'll be back on and I'll share different ideas for you and some different things that, activities and books that I can share with your children I'll put up too. Thank you. Bye.